Hello there, I'm Boo, or Jamie, and I like drawing, maximizing my hours in all the Pokemon games to find shinies, and I like to complain about lore in World of Warcraft. Hello, and welcome back to a new episode on the channel. Today we're gonna start in a zone that we haven't really visited much lately together. The last time we were here was when I got the Shackled Urzol finally from Argus, and ever since then I've been doing quite a lot of Antorus runs, but off camera, because yeah, I got the mount, but I'm still to this day missing the sword that drops from Agramar, Tashalash, which apparently has about the same bad drop rate that the mount has, and also I am still missing these stupid wrists from the Antorus mythic set from the Hunter, which is one of my favorite Hunter sets, actually. I really like this set. I think it looks so dope. Obviously, especially with the helmet, because you're just wearing a Naga. But, yeah, I've run this raid so many times, even after we got the mount. And so far, I haven't been blessed with these stupid wrists. And since I'm only farming the wrists and the sword now, I am just doing it with the characters that can actually get both. I mean, the wrists are now lootable by any character because they are not bound to a set, but obviously the sword is only lootable by characters that can actually wear a two-handed sword. There was some confusion in some of my videos why I was running Antorus with my mage if my mage cannot get the sword, which yeah, she can't, but she was obviously always able to loot the mount, which she never did because we got the mount with yours truly, Kaylee, over here. Today I thought I'd take you along because not only am I still trying to get these wrists from the Antorus Hunter set, among some other things I decided a while ago that I really want to finish all the Hunter set appearances. I have quite a lot, so I'm actually trying to finish all the other sets of like one difficulty as well. And for normal and heroic from Tomb, for example, there are also just 2 pieces missing, so I thought I'd also take you along today for that as well. But first we're gonna go to good old Antorus, one really cool raid that I sadly never really raided actively. I've raided it a few times with like some normal and some heroic runs, but it's not like I was actively playing during this end time of Legion, mostly because I was moving countries, and that is always a difficult time to be constantly online and in a raid. So I was still in my guild, but obviously not in the active raid group. So this is a raid that I have farmed a lot on so many different characters, because to me Antorus, Blackrock Foundry and Nighthold are almost for every single class just absolute banger raids style-wise. Hello? Can we kill this boss? Thank you. And I know that I could do all of this with even more characters if I would really want to, but honestly, I did an extensive, very long grind for Invincible, and I involved way too many characters in that grind, and I did it for way too many years. I like grinding, but I am okay with doing this with 3 different characters every week. That's enough to me, at least. And if the sword doesn't drop before these wrists that for some reason have also never dropped for me, I have no idea why, by the way, then maybe I will also stop farming Tashalash, because it is a cool sword, don't get me wrong, but it's definitely not worth too much of farming. And also, why is this a thing? If you kill Imonar too fast, you just have these winds constantly blowing. I also tried to wait them out a few times, but this just goes on for 5 minutes. And with a Paladin it's okay, but with some other classes, man, I'm struggling at this point, honestly, to not get blown off the ledge. And for some reason you always die twice if you get blown off the ledge. Not that that has ever happened to me, obviously. I'm a cool gamer. Alright, King Garoth. Wouldn't it be nice to finally drop these wrists, honestly? I don't know what it is about them. I've been here so many times and he never dropped them. Like, it's just wrists. Shouldn't be that hard, right? You also have to loot him really fast, because now he just falls into it. Wow. Okay. The second I start recording this, they drop. Are you joking? I should always just record everything. That is insane. I've been here so many times. That is kind of rude, game. This is kind of rude. Well, yay, we got, of course, we got it first time I start to record this stuff. Oh man, do I really have to farm Tashalash now with my other 3 characters just for the video's sake? I am unsure about that one. But anyway, yeah, what I wanted to say before, of course, the wristbands dropped. This boss for some reason just drops into this pit and then you cannot loot him anymore, which is great if you want to use a bonus roll, for example, because you first have to exit the game to see what you've looted. Anyway, we're definitely gonna try on this character for Tashalash, but I will withhold my judgment if I'm gonna do that with other characters as well, this ID, because I was mostly here for the hunter set these past weeks. Well, if you ever want to really get something, just start recording yourself and uploading it to YouTube, because honestly I would have never expected the Shackled Urzul to drop that fast in quotation marks either. Like, I think I said this in a few other videos as well, but I think I only have approximately 400, 500 kills on Argus on my account, which is really not that many. Maybe recording yourself is the answer. I mean, with that in mind, we should get a sword now, right? Wouldn't that be nice? Agrama, come on, sexy boy. Hiya! I'm gonna allow him to go into his little bubble of shame. And now, no! Nah, I wasn't fast enough. Sometimes you can just skip this part. And yeah, that's not a sword. Oh, man. Then I'd say we get out of here. Bye. Well then, and just like that, we're back. Far away from Argus, which is okay. I gotta say, I'm really glad that grind is over. Why is it sometimes like wrists that won't drop for the completion of a set? Speaking of completion of a set, you might see that I'm in a new drip. This is the recolor of the very famous Arathi set that pretty much every plate wearer right now is wearing, and I am actually one of these people that prefer the male version, mostly because we are wearing bombs, okay? That's pretty cool. And I just wanted to give out a little shout out to maybe some of my also PvE folks out there. It is pretty easy to do 2 very easy weekly quests and get yourself a currency called bloody tokens. They already use these in Dragonflight, I think. I think they had a different name, but it was the same thing. You get them for just doing some casual PvP activities. And I did 2 weeklies in the open world, which were fairly easy. For one of them, you basically just kill rare mobs and get treasures in war mode in a particular zone of the expansion. And for the other one, you just do a weekly world quest. There is pretty much always a weekly world quest up that will give you a lot of these tokens. And then you can go to a vendor and actually buy this recolor of this set, which is this version for male. And of course, these also drop in delves. But if you're like me and only get 2 types of armor slots from the delves, which honestly I did. I think 22 delve with keys on this character so far, and I got exactly 2 items that I could use. Yay to that. Thank you very much. Great system. Targeted loot is for losers. You're absolutely right, Blizzard. But if you're like me, unlucky, or if you're just lazy, then you can also just do these weekly PvP open world dailies, so that is pretty neat. That is also why I'm still in war mode, because I'm lazy. Also, yay, we sold some stuff. Oh yeah, baby. That is the happiness of someone who doesn't need to enchant their stuff and can just sell all these super expensive materials. But for now, we are a Silk Singer, which is the title that you get for being besties with the Widow, which also means that I have this gorgeous boy, I mean girl probably. She does a funky dance, which I very much appreciate. I am so happy to finally have a spider mount. I'm really sorry for all my arachnophobes out there. I love spiders. I've heard from quite a few, my fiance included, that these crab-like spiders don't freak them out as much. So I hope you're one of these people, because otherwise very sorry for 1 minute of me just running around on a giant spider. And I also already bought this Hearthstone that you can also buy as soon as you're exalted with one of the 3 people that you can swear your alliance to. I already added like a special effect from the Weaver, and I am unsure what exactly that changed for this Hearthstone. The internet claims that there are even more threats swirling around me. I don't really see that, but I'm glad if that's the case. But anyway, now looking at this, 128 from 138. That is pretty neat. And most of the sets that are missing are obviously the 2 sets from the current season. A few of these that are just bloating the entire collection section. And yeah, this stupid Emir Drusil set that I never finished. And I think, yeah, Castle Netherdrake. Apart from that, we are done with every single other set, except for, of course, what I've already mentioned. A few of like these ones. I never really bothered to go into any other mode into Antorus, so I really want to finish these because I also think they look really neat, and also I think they're gonna look really neat on my Drakthir, because some of these look like they would really fit well with the Drakthir armor, so we're definitely gonna have a look at this. And we're also missing a few parts of Antorus, and we're missing 2 pieces from Ulduar, which is very annoying to farm because when they did the time walking version for Ulduar, they just clashed these 2 modes together. So, you know, you of course now can farm both sets in one difficulty, which is cool because that means you can always also go for the mount from your Xaron, which was only possible obviously if you did the 25 people version. But that also means that you have to farm for a lot longer for these tokens to actually drop. But I noticed I just like taking you guys along for these little runs because it just gives us an excuse to chat and chill. And also a few of you wrote to me that you actually like me still with the War Within freshly out and proud and about, that you like that I'm still doing older content so you can watch my stuff without fearing of getting spoiled too much for the expansion. So whenever I do something like this and you're a little bit boo, why are you not doing current content? Just think of all the people that maybe are not as fortunate as us and can play the expansion right now, or don't want to play it right now, or are not playing WoW at all anymore. So yeah, don't you worry. There is so much the War Within stuff that I want to cover and that we're still gonna cover. But you know me, I like a relaxed and slowed down approach on this channel to the game, and most of you are very much here for that, so that's what I'm gonna roll with. And now we're gonna fly through one of my favorite zones in World of Warcraft with one of my favorite music tracks in my absolute favorite continent forever. Yes, I'm very biased in that, but whatever. I think everyone is allowed to have a very biased opinion every now and then. And I am actually one of these people that rated Ulduar while it was current content, and man oh man, I cannot tell you how impressed Baby Boo was when I first entered this raid and did the first boss, and everything was so big and crazy to me. I started with Wrath, so man, this raid was a little bit too much. Like before that I was in Axaramas and I loved that raid being in something so scourgy that I've always read about and known about, and then all of a sudden I was there. And I think Ulduar is pretty much the only place where I actually really like the whole Titan thing. I think I talked in length about how I'm not the biggest Titan lore enthusiast in my Earthen video. Titan lore in World of Warcraft, not my favorite, but Ulduar? Man, I love Ulduar. Ulduar has the right amount of mystery and strangeness and old gods for me to keep going and really liking this place. Let's quickly dispose of these guys so we can get the first boss. Come here, you sexy beast. Cool thing is if you play a hunter in this raid, then you can reset after the first boss, because otherwise you're gonna be constantly in fight with these ads that are running at us. Ooh, oh, ain't that cool. Okay, I think I talked about this before as well. I haven't really done much transmog farming ever since the change that you get stuff that isn't your armor type. So, especially in raids like Ulduar, I'm still missing a few pieces because there are definitely classes that I have done these raids on more, even though there are a few sets from Ulduar that I farmed so much that I nearly went insane from that grind. For example, the 2 rogue offsets. Wait, I'm just gonna show you. Why am I talking out of my bum if I can just show you now? Yeah, these ones. These sets have really cool offsets. Like one is like this, I don't know, beige black pink-ish version, and the other one is lilac and green, and lilac and green are two of my favorite color combinations ever. And I farmed them back in the day when we didn't have an appearance collection, so that was fun. I was here for many months before the last few pieces dropped. And hello, may I please, thank you, loot this. And oh, by the way, if you are an engineer, you can really make a good bug in Ulduar, because there are, I think, 3 bosses that you can engineer after they died, and they will always give you the materials that you need for Titan steel bars, and as far as I'm concerned, those things are still pretty expensive. Also, this is a good moment to say that even though I've done this raid so many times, I always forget which one to kill first so you get the hard mode. I think this one? Question mark? Oh, I have no idea. I mean, we definitely got this item. And also in the background, one of the coolest musics in World of Warcraft is playing, in my humble opinion. To me, that is always the Dwarven music, but I think it's actually Titan music, right? We're gonna quickly run over to Algalon as well, because I'm pretty sure that Algalon still has some stuff that I'm missing. Yeah, yeah, he has. Also because, like I said, I am quite unsure which bosses still drop stuff for armor types that I haven't collected yet. And in case you're wondering, no, I have not forgotten that Razor Scale is also a boss, but I'm sorry, Razor Scale takes way too much time, and I think Razor Scale is actually a boss that I have everything I needed from, because I actually looked that up on every armor type, because the boss is so annoying to do. But now we're gonna end Algalon the Observer, and we're gonna do a little survival hunter thing. Haven't been here so long, I forgot how to open that door. Oh, and also, in case you're wondering, we are wandering around with a new pet, or rather a pet that I like to tame all the times. I'm pretty sure I already showed this pet in one of my videos as well. This is Nevermore. This is a little homage to Edgar Allan Poe, but also this is the only white raven in the game, and you can only tame this one in Kultiras, because Nevermore is a rare mob in the distant land of Drustvar. If you just look that up, and you can see, I think he is over... Yeah, he's right here, and he's pretty much always up. Like, he's not one of these rare mobs, he's always there. If you want to grab yourself a now also unbugged beautiful white raven, because they kinda effed up the flying animation of these guys for a bit, then you should definitely head over there. It's also a heroism pet, which is really cool if you're like me, are a fan of M+, and are most of the time the person that is supposed to press the big roar cooldown. Alrighty, Mr. Algalon, you have observed enough. It's also very awkwardly quiet right now. I never know why some places in World of Warcraft are just, yeah, missing their music. And the thing is, whenever you notice that a place lost their music, it will stay like that forever, because Blizzard just doesn't like to update that stuff. And also there is our chest, and could you please teleport us back to our plane of existence? Thank you. Did we get some transmog? Of course we didn't. But we got the quest that always prompts Ronin in Dalaran to say, "Citizens of Dalaran, raise your eyes to the skies and observe." And I kid you not, back in the day, and for the longest time after Wrath, I had an add-on that was called Shut Up Ronin, and all it did was silence exactly that speech, and it did nothing else. Hello, Hologarn, down he goes, and he becomes our bridge, which has always been such a cool thing. And it's one of my favorite things. Honestly, Wrath of the Lich King, no one does it like him. Let's move on, because now we come to the bosses that are actually interesting. I always forget which one drops which token, because what we're looking for the hunter set are actually just 2 token drops. Sadly, this is before they created the Omni tokens, which would make this farm a lot easier, because not only do we need a precise token to drop, we also need it to be dropped in the right difficulty. I think the ones we're missing are from the 10th man version, which would make sense, because obviously the 25 man version I did so many times for the mount that I also never got, by the way. So maybe this is also another little mount farm for us. Wait, let me look this up. We are looking, no wait, we're not looking for Rogue, we are looking for Hunter, and we're looking for Ulduar. There it is. Yeah, we need the chest and the helmet. This is Valorous Scourge Stalker. And this is Conqueror Scourge Stalker. Okay, so we need Valorous. That is a cloak that is also amazing. Thank you so much, Hodier. And this is nothing. These are legs, and these are Wayward Protector. That tells me absolutely nothing, but we don't need legs, so I can just send that to my warband. Because these are now account bound, which is really cool. Thank you very much for that change. That was very needed. I don't know why it wasn't like this from the start, but I know why, because Blizzard. And now we go to Mr. in the Mountains. Okay. We killed them too fast, so they respawned. That happens sometimes. Now let's beat this Titan Watcher out of his little confusion over who's friend and who's foe. And make him say, "You are not my beloved. Be gone." We got a lot of shoulders and we got the wrong head tokens. Yay! Okay, we got Death Knight Mage to the wrong. I'm just gonna put all of that down here, so I remember to send that to my characters, or rather put it on the bank. And also, and you probably know this, I usually just run Ulduar the way I just ran it up to this point. I can always sell my stuff over here in the Conservatory of Life, because you can mount up here. And also, after you're done with Freya, you can just go over there to this Ulduar teleporter and port yourself to Mimiron, and that way save a lot of walking time, which is very neat. But for now, we're just gonna zoom over to Freya. And we're gonna throw some bombs at her, and that's gonna impress her so much that she's gonna give us some tokens. Trust. I know my girlies. Girlies love bombs. The veil has been lifted from her eyes. My pet is still attacking her. We're falling to our death. And that is another lag totem that we cannot use. Thank you. Thank you, Freya. That's very helpful. And now I'm gonna take the shortcut that I was just talking about. We're just gonna attack him like this. Alrighty. Of course, Mimiron dropped us absolutely nothing. So that leaves us with the last two bosses and this very, very cool Old Gods music that I love. Back to the Conservatory of Life, and looking at the space in my inventory, 24, I think I'm gonna quickly sell some stuff. I need to sort my inventory so freaking bad, it's not even funny. But now we're gonna zoom to, I think, my favorite part of Ulduar, and one of these places in WoW where, in my opinion, they really got the Old Gods part of WoW really right. This whole area, like this whole collapsed section of Ulduar where they imprisoned Yogg-Saron, and it absolutely did not go well. This is, in my opinion, really done superbly well. I mean, this part of the raid is literally called Descent into Madness, which I know that is a problem of like shows and games and series as well. Like, the longer they go on, the more you have to explain some of the mysteries. But man, especially like with the Old Gods, I wish they would have kept so much more of the mystery, because that's just how, in my opinion, Old Gods and Old Ones work really well. But you know, Blizzard got a bliss. But anyway, let's go to the prison of Yogg-Saron, and you know, the music, the atmosphere. I don't want to hate on half-naked girlies with naked feet, but this is just peak Old Gods and Void to me. I mean, more Old Gods than Void, because to me the Void is just not half as cool as this. But whatever. We know the current direction is sexy girl boss girls. So yeah, I don't think we will see much of this approach to Old Gods and insanity in World of Warcraft anytime soon. I always will have the old stuff to keep me company, right? So yeah, would you look at that? Some sexy dragons over there in their old models. And now let's quickly hurt Yogg-Saron really, really bad. I mean, before we do that, let's quickly appreciate that only Alexstrasza is in her new model, which makes her look horribly out of place. But what else is new? When they change models, it's just so weird. I don't know why they sometimes do that with old content, but whatever. Well, hello King and bye King. Ignore my little owl over there. That was definitely not a mount and not Transmog either. Alright, what did we get? Oh, we got a chest, but I don't know if this is our chest. I kind of doubt it. I think that's the 24 one. Should we try? Oh, nice, it was the right one. Hell yeah. Oh, that's so cool. Okay, that's really neat. That means I can at least mock this now if I can find feet that fit, that is. I hate it when they leave sets like this. Like, just give me shoes. Sometimes they do, actually, funnily enough, exactly for this set, for the 25 people version, they added shoes from the Trial of Style vendor, which I bought, but I don't think they added the red ones. No, it doesn't look like it. Oh yeah, and before I sell it, I kept this item because I just wanted to point out how freaking cruel and weird Blizzard is. Remember how last week you could kill Illidan for a heroic item from a box that has not only random loot from Black Temple, but also from all the other BC raids? I learned that the hard way because I got this. The Prism of Inner Calm, which is a BC trinket that drops from Serpent Shrine and has no main stat, has stamina, and the equip reduces the threat from your harmful critical strikes. Yeah, this is something that I think I will put this on my bank because it's just such an enormous FU from Blizzard that they even put this into the rotation of loot that you can get. It's kind of impressive. Like, yeah, stuff like this was important back in Burning Crusade because you would just generate so much threat as a damage dealer that you would just die. So you kind of needed stuff like this. We have the year 2024 currently, however, and this is garbage. Just for fun and giggles, I simped this, and this would have been a 60k DPS minus in single target, mind you, which is kind of impressive because at the time of simming I was wearing 2 trinkets from dungeons and not M+, normal heroic dungeons. Alrighty, now for our very, very, very important Tomb of Sargeras normal and heroic sets. In normal, I think we're still missing the bracers. Bracers again. I don't know what it is about me and bracers always missing. It's not the stuff that likes to drop for me for some reason. Unless it's current content, of course. All my characters always have super cool bracers, which is amazing because you know how very important stats-wise bracers are. Best piece of equipment you could get. But the good news is that these bracers drop from the first boss, so if I would want to, I could just push all my characters through the first boss until I have the bracers, which would eventually happen, of course, but I don't know, I also kind of like doing stuff like this weekly. I just do it with a few of my characters or just one hunter if I'm feeling very crazy. And as you can see, these bracers do not really like to drop. So we're gonna zoom right back because currently we cannot farm tier sets for other classes in Legion content anyway, so it's not really worth for me to do other bosses since I'm already done with everything else in the normal mode with the hunter. So back we go, switch it onto heroic and do the second boss for the helmet that will definitely drop. Does this man not usually have a lance equipped? Or did they just reuse the model of Magteridon? Because of that he doesn't have one. No wait, not Magteridon. Brutalis, right? No wait, now I'm very confused with all my demon knowledge. Which one is the second to last boss in the Hellfire Citadel? Wait. Was a pit lord. Manaroth, exactly. Okay, so Manaroth is the big bad baddie that gave the orcs the blood. And Brutalis is a world boss. And Magteridon is the one that is imprisoned beneath the Hellfire Citadel in Outlands, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Alright, another week, no helmet, of course. What we're gonna do now is continue my quest of finishing. Now this is Dragon Racing because this is just how I end every video from now on until I have completed that stupid achievement. I have to do it this way, otherwise I'm never gonna do it. And since we're going to the Forbidden Reach, that is pretty cool because as you can see, I'm still missing most of the heroic set of the Vault of Incarnate set because I didn't really raid that one, and especially not with a hunter. In case you don't know, you get these random drops that you can turn into the normal version of the Vaults of the Incarnate set at the Catalyst, and then you can also farm very seldom dropping books, and those you can use to upgrade them to their heroic version. Now these books are not account bound, they are soul bound, which means that I have, I think, 12 of them on some of my characters that don't need them anymore, and I'm always missing them on the characters that do. Blizzard, how about you make stuff like that always account bound? Wouldn't that be so cool of you? Alrighty, and here we are, back in my favorite expansion. that I didn't think that I would frequent so much once the War Within is out. And before we start our amazing dragon racing adventures, we're gonna quickly take down a few of the rares that are currently up, because, like I said, these are the ones that drop exactly these items, and these you can turn into your tier set from the first season of Dragonflight with the Catalyst. They give you the normal appearance, and once you upgrade them, also the heroic version. But for the heroic version, you need these books, and these books drop primarily from chests and these guys. Not always, but sometimes. It's a little bit annoying to farm, not gonna lie, and this rare mob, this one is in here, and you have to do quite a lot of legwork to actually go to him. So I think we're gonna pass, because we are here for something else. And by the way, you want to know something funny? I have a very bad orientation, as you know. But ever since I did the starting zone of the Drakthir, I actually know my way around this stupid island. Okay, now let's take a look at Forbidden Reach Racing. We need to do reverse bronze and advanced bronze. Okay, so let me guess, we're missing everything here. Yep. And we're also almost missing everything here. Okay, wait, which one is this? Forbidden Reach Rush? Forbidden Reach Rush. Forbidden Reach Rush. There, okay, we need to do this on both difficulties. Oh, that is quite a lot, huh? I don't like the reverse ones. They F with my brain. So let's first do the advanced one. I didn't know that I have to do so much. Oh no, the advanced one. We're also gonna have to do that for the dream, huh? Because reverse, they started doing that on the Forbidden Reach. That's why we didn't have to do that for the other zones, because it wasn't in then yet. Could you put any more stuff in my way? No, oh no, we missed that. Okay, there's no way in hell we're gonna make it to bronze now, I think. Should I just give up now? Where's my vigor? How am I so bad at spending vigor, honestly? Fly, little shackled Urzul. Fly like it's your main job. Hello? Oh god, I think we flew this horrible. Is this still bronze? Oh, it's still bronze. Okay, good. Whew, that is neat. And also a rare spawned. One that isn't in a cave. No, I have more pressing things to do. Okay, reverse course. Oh, this is horrible. I hate reverse. I think reverse is my least favorite one. You also have to do that for the cups, for like the Northrend and Kalimdor Cup and all that stuff. And I don't like them there either. Oh god. Oh god. Don't you dare burn yourself, Mel. I swear to God, we cannot afford that. We need some bronze, okay? We need to impress these dragons. Oh, how did we? I don't know how we evaded that fire, but we somehow did that. Oh man, this is so much more dragon riding than I was prepared to do, but easy. We even got silver. What, like it's hard? Wait, reverse we needed everything, and advanced we need these ones. Oh, and a lot of rare mobs just spawned at once. Well, I gotta take a break for these rare mobs, okay? I cannot ignore that many rare mobs. They never give me these stupid books. And more importantly, they're a Forbidden Horde spawned, and I think these ones have a very high chance to have one of these books, so you can upgrade your gear to the heroic version. Let's first zoom there, and then I'm gonna kill all the rest, and then we're gonna see each other back for some dragon racing. Hey, can't wait. I'm so hyped. And, okay, sure. Sure, King, give me nothing. And now I'm thinking, like, is there maybe a weekly limit on the books? But I've gotten one book so far, so that would be also weird, right? All right. You know what? We didn't get a book from any of these rare mobs, but you know what I got finally after the entire run of Dragonflight? The heavy scales for my favorite dragon. Okay, so, you know what? Fine. I am okay. Honestly, this is really cool. I was actually trying to get these kinda intensely, but don't tell anyone, okay? Everyone needs to think that I never did any Dragonflight content whatsoever. Ever. Especially not for Dragon Transmog, okay? Who am I? Oh yeah, we got our first book. Now we have 3, which is really neat, which means that we can buy a lot more of these heroic items, or rather turn them. I mean, I need 5 to be actually really happy, and 6 to be super happy, and 7 to have the complete set. We're very slowly going to advance back. I already... Okay, I'm gonna come clean. I did all of the races off camera because I just tend to fly a lot better if I'm not trying to also talk at the same time, and it was a lot of me just staring angrily at the screen and also a few times cursing a little bit because yeah, doing all of these, I noticed again that if you do a lot of them then you get definitely better, but they're also not very well done. There were a few, especially like this one, the Crater Circuit, and I think the Southern Reach route. They were horrible. They were so bad. The amount of times where it was just a luck that I didn't miss the ring because it was completely hidden behind trees and leaves was insane, and I don't think that's good design. I think that is just... I can imagine that for some people this is kinda impossible to do because the reaction times that you sometimes have to have are insane. I just don't think these things are designed well. Since we're not talking about mythic raiding or high-end plus here, I think dragon riding should be doable for everyone. But hey, that's just me. Anyway, we're doing the Morkut Ascent Reverse and Advance now, and of course now I'm gonna absolutely bloody suck, but whatever. We're gonna try this one together now. And yeah, I feel like the ones in the new expansion, The War Within, are a little bit better designed. I still don't really like them much. But here in the Dragon Isles, I feel like some are really bad. Like, especially the reverse ones are sometimes either better than the original one, or they're almost not undoable, but really bad. But we got bronze for the advanced. Oh yeah, and here you can see I've done quite a few of them on silver already. And they also give you a crazy... Oh god, mount, please. Stay up here. And they also give you a crazy amount of achievement points for these things. It's almost like they force you to do this stuff if you are an achievement hunter. Hello? Mount? Geesh, what was that? Why did my mount struggle so much with taking off? Oh my god. I don't know if that is... Yeah, that's what I mean with smooth. These things don't really feel smooth. And yeah. Trees. Yeah, this is what I mean with trees. Anyway, maybe now we can actually lift. Phew. Okay, and now we gotta be careful because they placed this. Not this one. This one? I think it was this one, right? No, it wasn't this one. Yeah, that's just mean. What is this? Oh god. Depth perception is not your friend in these things either. Oh my god, I could barely see that ring. My lord. Oh my god. Oh my god. No. I don't think I will ever like these. Nope. And done and done. Oh yeah. Look at that. And we got Dragon Isle supplies. Wow. That's thank you. Thank you very much. That's very worth. All right. Any ram ops in the chat? No, just this Stormbound chest, which is a horrible chest. Do not do that one. That takes forever and doesn't even give you a book 100%. We will rather investigate this bone pile and get, wow, 41 elemental overflow. Thank you very much. But in any case, I think with a little bit of transmog hunting and a little bit of dragon riding, this is the end of the episode. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I hope that you like these rather relaxed episodes every now and then in between. I know that the next one is definitely gonna be the new trading post from October, which is gonna come out after the weekend. I really hope that you enjoyed this episode. If you did, please consider leaving a like or a comment. It helps and I appreciate it so much. And also, if you haven't subscribed yet, maybe consider doing that as well. Oh, and also, I just realized I never told you guys. No, I didn't get the mount from Hellfire Citadel. But maybe next time. Until then, bye bye.